Hello everybody and welcome to Industrial Dimensions videos. I am Twichnitr0's. Okay, so back to the UHC MindCrack build. Right, our little building here is getting pretty full now, which is a good thing. I'm glad that I've accomplished as much as I have in the space of time that I've been doing it, which is good. I was working over there on a puzzle map project, just as a bit of fun. Thank you for your kind words on my etho statue. Yes, I too believe that Jeb should add more walls. More walls. So, oh, somebody's in trouble outside. I don't know if you can hear it. I found that my mic is actually pretty good at getting rid of the background noise of my neighbourhood. If any of you don't know, I live in the UK. Specific part of the UK I live in is one that constantly comes up in the news for only bad things. I don't know why. I like living here. Oh, hush, you, Sky. So today we're building Bajs, or W92 Bajs. I'm not going to be doing his naked mankini skin for two reasons. Actually, just one reason really. I think it'd be a bit too easy. I know he did use the naked mankini skin for I think at least what, like 1 or 2 seasons? I'm not sure. So we're going to be doing the sort of soldier red beret outfit that he's wearing. So he's a Brit on the server. Yeah. Feel some kind of kinship towards him because he's British, but you know, I absolutely loved the build he did for the Queen's Jubilee. I think that was very impressive. I mean, I want to know how long it took him to finish that off. There's not much to do here really, except camouflage. Just gonna have to try and do it as closely as possible. I have been considering using some melons in the build. Just because melons have that sort of camo-y look. I wish they would, you know, rotate the texture. But then it wouldn't really look like a melon, would it? It's funny how they make the wood sound when you break them. Interesting, okay. I wouldn't think a melon would be made of wood, but apparently in Minecraft anything is possible. Does that look too much like a creeper face? I don't think it looks broken up enough to look like camo. I'm gonna have to play around with it a little. See, I want to try and follow the skin as closely as possible, but it's hard to distinguish between dark and light when you only have dark and light. There's no other shades of green. Anyway, yeah. So I've been watching Bajs' Command and Conquer stuff. Find it pretty cool. Pretty interesting stuff. If I mirror this up here, does that look weird? Or does it not look weird enough? Yeah, see, now I'm getting some sort of pattern going, which I don't think I should actually have. So if I break these here and put this here, get rid of those, put those there. I mean, I know he has the same pattern on each leg, but no. That's a bit more like it. Well, I'll fiddle with the legs, and as always, I'll reconvene with you once the legs have been done. this build is probably going to be quite short and sweet, considering all I have to do is make camo. The head, again, is going to be one of the big parts of this build, and I'm thinking of how I'm going to do the chest, because he's got some sort of what there's like packs of things like extra ammo and mints. I'm not sure what he would keep in the bag. It's up to Bajs, I guess. Okay, we'll reconvene with you in a second. Okay, right. I believe the legs are done, and so we can continue perhaps the torso. Something funny happens. I didn't get it on the camera, unfortunately, obviously, because I wasn't recording at the time. But it started to rain, and I didn't notice. And this is in game, and I have my mic sound sort of cranked up, and my headset, which I have on when I'm recording, it's better quality than my speakers through my speakers, and because it's better quality, well, a thunderstorm started, and oh my god, literally, I mean, it's in game, so I shouldn't really jump, but it scared the bejeebus out of me. I almost had a heart attack, I swear. Oh my god. Yeah, that was a little funny thing. Obviously wasn't recording, which is a shame, because probably would have heard me shout profanities quite loudly. Just trying to place a marker down. That's going to be the side of the bag, and then there's sort of two things there, and then another side of a bag here. Right? Yeah. Sort of just L-ing it out, L-shaping it out, and then I'll have to use a different colour of wool or perhaps stone there. Making sure it's not raining now. Oh dear. Yeah, so I don't mind how it turned out. Badge, the only skin to have food involved, I think. Wait a second, did I use food somewhere else? What I find odd is why melons have different properties to pumpkins. Melons... Sorry, that sentence just cut off. Melons can be placed on anything. So you can... Oh no. What did I get rid of? Oh. So, I have to actually scroll to it. So melons can be placed on the side of things and everything, and underneath things, and... Yeah, and there's no problem, but when you're trying to place pumpkins, they always need something underneath them. You can't place them on the wall. That's weird. Can't place them on half slabs and stairs either. You have to put them on a full block, not a transparent one. But you can hit the blocks underneath fine, and it will be floating. It's very odd. I don't know why that's the case. I mean, I know you can turn pumpkins into a light source, but I don't know why they have different properties from melons. They grow in the exact same way. I was trying out leaves. It would work if you had a ghillie suit. Ghillie suit is a sort of camouflage used in the army, if you don't know, which makes you look exactly the same as leaves, pretty much. Right. So I'm not going to bore you with this. I'm probably going to cut again. However, I am going to bore you with this next bit. Just this bit though. Because these are sort of my main guides for his skin on the back. And that's the straps which hold his many bags in place, and they start one up from the hands. I've tried to replicate this skin as much as I can. If you're wondering where I'm actually getting the skins, I'm on I go on skinresearch.com. It gives you a little moving figure that you can play around with and look at, as well as a 2D front and back view of the characters. It's interesting because whenever they start recording UHC, they're always sorry, it's hard to concentrate on two things at the same time. Maybe just my brain needs to rest. Yeah, whenever they're recording UHC and they put on their ultra hardcore skins, it updates the MC skin research sort of very quickly. So while they're recording, you can sort of tell that they are, because their skins have changed. There is some lag, obviously, between the two things. It doesn't update instantly, so sometimes it'll be their old skin and whatnot for a while, but before or after. Just something that I found out. Now, clay is too light. Let's try cobblestone. Cobblestone may give sort of variation that will look camouflagey. That's not actually that bad. No, it's not actually. I actually like something for a change. Call me oh no, what did I remove? It was, yeah. Call me controversial, but yeah, I like that. Okay, well, I'll continue with making this, and I'll see you when the torso is near enough complete. Ran into a little bit of a snag when I was working out this. It's very hard to see the texture. See, in the actual skin, the camo is very light, and then the straps are very dark. The problem is I can't find anything which is dark enough really to... pistons. It's an interesting idea. No, that's not what I want. Silly piston directions. No, that's not really what I want either. Thank you. If I put that in like that, that sort of looks a bit strap-like, doesn't it? Oh my god, this is going to be a pain. All I want to do is see the texture and to go through all this trouble. Yeah, that looks, actually, yeah. Because now it looks a bit more sort of different from the rest. Now I think I'm very determined to use every type of block in the game before the end of this build. Gonna have to use sponge on someone's skin and some other blocks. Can't go any higher. Oh, that's why. Let's have a look at that. Yeah, they look sort of like clips. They look more like clips. I'm just trying to get it to make it look different from the rest of the skin. I think what I need to do here is... Oh god. That failed completely, didn't it? No. Block select is being a bit weird. I think I may have used it too many times and now I'm breaking my mouse again, but in a different way. Yeah, by moving that skin round, it puts more of the lighter textures nearer to the darker ones. And then I guess this needs to be replaced as well. And all that down the back needs to be replaced. So I think using pistons sort of really gives it an extra bit of texture. Oops. I've got my reach set to 30. It ends up in some very interesting accidents when I accidentally click and then remove a block from the wall, like all the way over there. 30 blocks is a pretty big distance. I might have to change it. I think the only real way to see if that works out properly is to build the rest of the skin, like with etho, to see if that blends in properly. I don't know. It looks a bit odd. So I'll continue with building the arms, the camo for the arms and the back, and then we'll reconvene to see how it all looks and probably play about with it some more. Alright, I'll see you in a second. Okay, right, keep in mind I haven't finished the arms yet. I only filled in a couple of blocks so I could get the general gist of the pattern. So what I've done is I've changed the pistons so they're up and down. I've also completed the back except for this strip here for some reason. So I've made those go up and down. So you see this is like the belt strap part, and you see this goes all the way around and it goes onto the front half where then these sort of lock into place. These little bags are attached to the ones that go over the shoulders. These I've actually inverted the L's, so the L's are going the other way around, just because I think it looks a tad more natural. However, oops, put that on the inside. If I do that, that also looks natural. So, I mean, they look sort of like they're sort of the belt bag things. In fact, actually, I might leave it like that. That looks good. The camo itself, I'm not going to be happy until they put in like a whole spectrum of colours, coloured wools. Yeah, I never understood how hard it was to do pixel art, which was, I mean, you see the pixel art, some pixel artists are absolutely amazing, and I think you can get the correct shades if you do it in scale. Like the bigger you go, the easier it is to get the colors you want, because you can sort of mesh them together. But on this scale it's extremely difficult, because basically in this, 1 pixel of the skin is 1 block, which gets a couple of different errors, like if the skin has a lot of different colors or a lot of different shades of one color, it's difficult. Doc's was a little bit easier because he had lots of different shades of sort of grey and white. Ethos was very difficult because of all the different sort of types of green involved, and it would appear that I'm running into the same problem with Bajs. I'm trying to correct it using the melons, because they're similar. It contains similar colours to the actual skin. I think that's enough of the excuses for now. I'll get back to work, and I'll fix the arms so then we can have a more overviewy look of the body, and then that way we can pick at bits and change it. I have kept the pattern very close to the original skin. If you look on the skin, you'll find that this sort of pattern here exists, this pattern here exists, the rim down here, and this little thing that comes off of it. It's all there. It's just, it doesn't look right when you decrease the amount of sort of shading, and what is it, like definition or whatever, the color definition. If you decrease it, then it doesn't look right. I don't know the terminologies. I'm not an artist. I don't know. I did take art for GCSE. I should probably be doing things while I'm rambling. I did take art for GCSE. The funny thing is well, I failed miserably. I failed the entire course. I believe I got a G. Um, I got a G for the subject in the end, and that's very low. Very low. I'm also dyslexic, so if you bear with me for a second. A, B, C, D, E, F, G. How did I get a G? I know I got a G. It said on my thing G. Does that mean I, like, failed? I know it was possible to get a G in the subject that I was doing. I don't think G is actually even a grade in America. I believe it stops at F, doesn't it? In America? No? Yes? Any American viewers? Do I have any? Would be nice to know. Nice to know. It's always good to learn about other countries. And the grading systems that I will never get to see because I don't live in the other countries. Okay. But yeah, I got crap. Really, really bad. And it was mainly, I found, because it was very sort of constricted. They always told you what to do, and you never really got to do anything you wanted to do in it, which doesn't make sense, because for me art is about self-expression, and if you're constantly, I mean, the artistic medium, if you will, that we were using was painting and drawing, and I'm very much good with my hands. I'm rubbish at painting and drawing and colouring even. So I'm just eyeing it up. Bits where I'm not speaking and stuff. It's hard to eye it up and tell stories. But yeah, so I failed miserably at the subject. Wait, where am I on the pixels? 1, 2, 3, 4. The funny thing is when I went to college after that, I very much got into, I sort of, you know, the I don't know if you get them where you are, but baby bells, the type of sort of small cheese. See, I have no idea what I'm doing for this skin now. I think I'll just wing it and then edit it when I'm off camera, when I can think. Yeah, the small cheese, the baby bells. I don't know if you know about them, but they have like a wax coating on them, and I used to take the wax coating, and if you play around with it in your hands for long enough, it sort of turns into a malleable putty. And that, I used to make sort of sculptures out of that putty, and what I'd do is, in the college, I would, there was this art stand, these little stands, and one of them never had art on, so what I would do is I would, like every few days, I would make a new sculpture and place it there anonymously, and it was right outside the media room, and the media people knew I was doing this. They knew it was me because I was friends with them, and I was told once by Tim, who was in the media office, that an art teacher at the college actually liked the work. You know, actually liked what I was doing and putting it there, and they said like thank you, and that I was very good at doing it, and that was just amazing for me. Hearing those sort of words from an art teacher was it was sort of like priceless. I was like, haha, screw you, previous art teacher at high school. I'm good at something to do with art. I should have probably, for your final piece of work for the GCSEs, that's what they were at high school. What I should have probably done was, because you have a bit more freedom when doing the final project, but by then I'd given up. I'd been convinced that I was useless at art. And that's the thing, never ever let anyone convince you that you're useless at something. Persevere and you'll get it done. Wow, I've been rambling for ages. I should probably stop recording here, finish the arms, do some of the heads. We'll get back, and I'll check how much time I've taken out of your day by rambling. Okay, I'll get this done off camera. It's probably best anyway. I focus more. See you in a minute. Alright, Baj's skin is the outside of his skin except his head. It's all done. It's going to be one of those skins that look better further away because it sort of blends. If you kind of squint, it looks like Baj's skin. Creepy cave sounds coming from Doc. I should probably light the insides up. Yes. Yeah. It's a bit odd. I think it's only really going to look like Baj when I've done the head. Once I've done the head, then I'm pretty sure it'll look like him. But before that, it just looks like a sort of a bit of a mess. I'm not sure if I like everything. Starting to think that if I replace every melon with dark green wool, although it will be simplistic, at least it will look better. Oh, I checked the time, by the way. It's probably going to be an over about 27-minute video, so I apologize. Yeah. So I'm going to get to building the head. I actually don't have much time in the real world to do this. I need to do some other stuff, so I may take a break to do the other stuff halfway through. If that is the case, when I come back I may sound a bit different because I'll be like all drained or something. Don't be alarmed, it's just because I've been working. Doing stuff. Oh, I got rid of what I wanted to make his beard out of. Oh, sorry, not beard. Mooey. It is a very impressive mooey. A mooey, don't know if it's an expression used in every country. It's just a short word for moustache. Mustache. Mustache? Mustache? Mustache. Oh, there. Yeah. He has purple eyes. Sorry, that's a bit random, but he has purple eyes. Yeah, didn't know that. But it's true. At least they look purple. So, see, it's already looking a bit like Baj. Okay, I'll reconvene later. I need to do some stuff. It's too late. I need to get that stuff done now. And I'll finish the head. So I'll be back when this is all completed and we can see how much I failed or whether or not it'll look half decent. Okay. I'll see you when I get back. Bye. Okay guys, I'm back. I did what needed to be done and I finished Baj. Oh yes, he is completed. And here he is. So yeah, I'm still not sure about the whole body, but I think the idea that it's Baj comes across quite strongly. I tried to keep everything again to the skin up in here. Moved this back a tad. What I did was with the beret, I think that's what these called. Yeah. I pulled it out because I think it just gives it a little bit more of a sort of realistic feel to it, which is quite nice. Quite nice. The back here. Let's have a look at the back. Oop, he's got. If you look on the actual skin, these are it's all there. It's all there. Yeah, I think it turned out all right. Turned out all right. Pause. By the way, not everyone in England goes, "All right, mate. All right, mate. Okay. All right." Okay. So yeah, I have done it a couple of times. But I think overall Baj turned out alright. Next episode I'm going to be doing, I have no idea who I'm going to be doing. I think what I'll do is I'll set up another one of these buildings. It'll be easy. I'll just sort of copy it and paste it over there, or actually I've got some space over here. I'll fill up this space here. It'll go here. I'll set up the mannequins ready for the skins to be put over them, and I'll start work on another 8. I believe there's been 16 people in, haven't there? No, there's 12. Okay, I'll start work on the other Mindcrackers. I'll definitely maybe Ziso next episode. Do a zombie pigman skin. I mean, how hard can it be? Turns out some skins very hard. It's funny because I was thinking that Pause's skin was going to be the hardest to do, but it wasn't. I'm rambling now, and the episode's probably already as long as it needs to be. So I'm going to say goodbye. If you leave a dislike, can I just say, please, if you leave a dislike, leave some kind of comment as to why you don't like the video. It's one of my pet peeves. I mean, yeah, if you're just a general troll, leave just a dislike, but I don't like that in YouTube you can just leave the dislike and you know, I get nothing from just seeing a dislike there. It doesn't tell me anything. If people leave a like, they tend to leave a comment, or they're just generally saying that they liked it. With a dislike, I would like to, you know, have some feedback. You know, so if you're leaving a dislike and you don't like it, just say why. I'm not gonna flame you. You know, I'm gonna understand. Like, if you hate the way I speak, that's fair enough. You can't love everyone. Again, rambling. Okay. So this 8 is done. I hope you've enjoyed it. Next 8 will start shortly. Thank you for watching. Hope you liked it. Goodbye, everybody. Bye-bye.